And what is up everyone, Andrew here, and in today's video, I just want to take a quick revisit at Micron and what's happened in the last couple of weeks and days, and also just how I see things going out from here. So just real quick, let's take a look again at their fundamentals, and Micron is known to have absolutely great fundamentals. We can see a PE ratio of 5.35 and a forward PE of 4.5, which is so cheap, and especially this price to earnings growth of 0.14, that is as cheap as they come. And we can see that with a target price of 80.76 and all these ratings out here, most of the analysts are pretty bullish as well. So taking a look at the one-day chart here, we can see that Micron has been in this upward channel since August of 2017, and we've touched the bottom 1, 2, and now a third time. We can see that this time though is a little bit different, as we sort of punctured through the bottom of the upward channel. However, we did close above it, which is something that's positive. So we could say that this was a bit of a bear trap, for a very short-term bear trap, I guess. If you're looking on the, let's say the half-hour scale, you can see that's a bit of a bear trap right there, or even the 5-minute scale. But a few things that I want to look out here technically, we can see that way back, I think maybe a month or a month and a half ago, I made a video about Micron, and here are some of the examples I had drawn out. Yes, and this was my number one example right here, and it does seem like we're going this way. However, I definitely a few positive things here actually on the technicals. We can see that this is a bit of a rising triangle. You can see higher low, higher low, higher low, and there is a big resistance here at around $64, but we are ascending right here, and this is usually a bullish signal, and we can go higher from there. Lastly, we're still in this upward trend, so always trade with the trend. That is one of the big things to look out for. And just a few things that aren't necessarily bread and butter patterns, but little things that I did notice that I want to take note of here. We can see that ever since 2017, right here in July, so exactly a month ago, a year ago actually, we hit this $36, we hit this 36 mark on the RSI, and even before that, if you look, we haven't gone below 30 on the RSI ever since January of 2016, and Micron has been on an absolute tear up on the daily chart here. We can see that every time we hit around this 40 mark, we seem to bounce up. So here is the 30s, and here is a 40, and it did take another bottom here before we bounce off, but that was again a 40, bounce up to higher highs. Right here again, 41 on the RSI, and we bounced off again. And right here again, it's always on the bottom of this upward channel, and we are on the 40 of the RSI again, and it does seem like we can bounce off. So obviously the stock market is very news driven, and this one huge bearish engulfing candle right here was caused by the news that China is banning Micron. Although today Sanjay from Micron came out and said that the ban would only account for about 1% of their revenue or something like that. So I don't really see a reason why Sanjay would intentionally mislead us. So I'm inclined to believe that it won't be a big deal, this ban on Micron temporarily. But with the trade war still looming, there is still ways for the news to break Micron out of this pattern. But for the most part, in terms of a technical setup, I would say this is actually a pretty bullish technical setup. And I've had Micron I'm in on Micron since around the $50 mark. I bought more at around 58, so I am down on that position. But I am planning on loading up even more. So last thing I want to take a note at is we can see on the volume candles, every time we encounter a block of red candles, we can see right here, about a year ago, there's a block of red candles, and it led to higher highs eventually. We went up from that. And here is our next block of red candles, and it always happens to coincide with earnings usually. We can see that here, right here, big block of red around earnings, and we did go higher after that, but we did go sideways for a while, so that's always a possibility. Whoops. I don't know where this trend line is. Okay, and we can see right here again, big block of red, went down a bit more, and then came back up. And in here, we can see a block of red, goes down a bit more, and it does seem like we are going to go back up. So overall, I just wanted to revisit Micron real quick, since I know that this is a very popular stock. A lot of people love this stock. And I also love this stock a lot because you're not going to find fundamentals better than this stock has on such a hot sector. So definitely deserves its popularity, I would say. And I just wanted to point out a few things on the technical charts and to say that for now, yes, we should remain bullish. So yeah, I want to thank you all so much for watching this video, and I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching.